So what is a hypervisor? Hypervisor is a virtualization platform. Okay, the core hypervisor provide a platform to hypervisor is a virtualization platform. So it will virtualize your hardware, and so then we can able to create a virtual machine in that one. So we can create a virtual machine in the server. Okay, so you have a hardware and you don't have any operating system, just you have to install the hypervisor. You have to install the hypervisor inside. So hypervisor means any organizations, different organization with a different names. One of the name for a hypervisor is for a VMware. From VMware it's a vSphere or ESXi. Proximox is a Proximox hypervisor. Hyper-V from Microsoft, Hyper-V hypervisor is there. So different organizations are having. So first understand the infrastructure means nothing but CPU, RAM, your storage. So main three things are main parts of organization. So CPU provide a computational, RAM provide a primary memory, and which support your processing. Hard disk store the data. These three things are called as the main infrastructure. That is the first point of infrastructure. Now we are virtualizing your CPU, RAM, and your other infrastructure part using a hypervisor. Okay, let it load. Okay, now we can create a virtual machines here. So actually, virtual machines are stored in the your servers only. Virtual machines are created and running in the server only. This is a host node, anything you can put it, but I put a name is like a h1 for our understanding. I have to type host, but I put a h1. Host or node you have to type. I have a, for example, 3 hosts, and for a storage I store all the virtual machine in the storage only. So don't think I am repeating again, but there is a few points you may miss to understand. So this is a virtualization platform is there. I have a server. Imagine you have a server. Instead of installing some server operating system, you install a hypervisor, type of hypervisor like a vSphere you installed, completed completed. Now using certain remote tools you have to create a virtual machine in this one, and we store the virtual machine in a sandbox and run from the here. It means it utilizing these resources. So this is three servers are there. How many are there? Three servers are there. For example, if I have a more servers, it's difficult to maintain. So then I put a one central PC. It is also a computer. It is also a computer. It is also a server. Okay, but inside I install an application. Inside I install a application. Okay, I install application that is called a vCenter. That is called a vCenter. vCenter is nothing but a application in a PC, in some separate PC. Think like that. So it is a separate VC, or maybe it is also a virtual machine. Anything. What is the use of this vCenter application? So if you connect to this application, what is application? Try to understand. This is a Outlook. This is a Outlook. In the Outlook, I can see my mails, right? What is the use of the Outlook? I can see my mails. Very simple, right? I can see my mails. So like that, this is an application. I can see my host. Got the point? What is the use of vCenter? So I can see my host. I have a 3 host. All 3 hosts I can able to see through vCenter by log into this one. Like how I open my Outlook. So like that I can able to go to my vCenter application. Open vCenter application. see how many hosts are there. Of course, we have to open the vCenter app is won't visible directly. We have to access with a web browser only. Okay, so this is also web browser kind of stuff only. So for a administrator, admin log into vCenter. Admin is log into vCenter using a web browser. Everything is remote only here. Okay, even though you cannot create a virtual machine in this PC directly, you have to go with the web browser only. Okay, I log into vCenter. So in the vCenter, how many hosts are there? H1, H2, H3 hosts are there. Okay, three hosts. High availability configured or not? It's configured. SAN, what is the storage name? The SAN disk, how many disks are there? How many disks are there? How many LANs are there? How much space available? I can able to get. I will get a storage information, host information, and running virtual machine information also. So when I want to create a virtual machine, here I want to create a virtual machine. For example, I want to create V2. Virtual machine name is V2. So it will decide where is the better one. So there it will create. For example, it created a V2 here. Or I will choose where it should be created. Or I will choose where it should be created. Where it should be created. Understand? So what is a vCenter? vCenter is above of all these hosts and storages. Whenever you're accessing vCenter, you know what are the hosts are there and what virtual machines are running and what are the storage. We can able to use the storage, assigning storages and all. Okay, if you want more space, you can take it from SAN. Okay, so what is the storage? Available storages and required storages we can able to manage. This is a v2 virtual machine is want to create it. So I will choose where to create or automatically let it create where is a better good place. So you can decide also, we can choose what where I want to create a virtual machine, in a host 1 or host 2 or host 3. Okay, you still get a doubt, so then I will tell one more small part. So then green I will take it. Think, if I want to create a virtual machine in the H1, how to log into what is this? How to log into H1 and I have to create a virtual machine. If I want to create a virtual machine in H2, how to log in separately to H2 and I create a virtual machine. If I want to create a virtual machine in H3, how to log into H3 and how to create a virtual machine. Got the point? Means I have a three hosts are there, three servers are there. So which server I want, then I have to log into that server and I have to create a virtual machine. Okay, so that is individual one. But here I no need to do that one. What I have to do? I have to log into the vCenter application. I have to log into vCenter application. Then I can see H1, H2, and H3 PCs. Three host information, three host information available in vCenter. Available in vCenter. So I can choose which one I want, which server is free, which server is having more resources available, or maybe whatever if it is based on the availability storage. But I can choose the virtual machine. Okay, so I can choose either H1, H2, or S3. I'll create a virtual machine based on my wish. So I no need to go to I no need to go to each individual. I no need to go to each individual host to connect. Okay, so I don't need to go to I don't need to connect it to individual host and try to check it how much space is available, can I create a virtual machine or not. So I don't need to do like that. Simple. Connect the vCenter, get all the information, and where you want to create a virtual machine, create it. That is a vCenter. Got the point, guys?
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Tell me.
I searched about vSphere hypervisor, sir, but in Google, sir,
Okay.
it shows vSphere hypervisor cannot manage centrally. I read about it, sir.
vSphere, right?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, you cannot manage centrally. Individually, you have to connect.
Uh, that means, sir, if we have a vSphere hypervisor, then we cannot manage it by vCenter, sir.
We can manage with a vCenter. Yes, these are all connected to this one only. All are connected through network. So through vCenter, we can see all the vSphere separate, all the vSphere in a one single place. Very simple. I will tell. So what is this? Google accounts, right? This is Google account, YouTube, Google Play Store, News, Gmail, Meet, Calendar, Drive. So with a single sign in, you can able to access all the things, but it is not everything in one single window. But for example, you can see this is about my attendance kind of stuff, my inbox, my team, finances. See, so what are the option I can able to select it? Just imagine you got an interface. In that interface, you got a host, means directly without vCenter, without a vCenter, we cannot monitor all these things centrally. We cannot able to administrate all these things centrally. Each vSphere is connected individually. Each vSphere is connect individually. So actually, I will show you to try to show you that one only. I am trying this one, but it is not at all cooperating. Uh, there must be a tool here. Yeah, here it is. It's a wall tool. Now it is won't work. This is a vSphere client. Now it is browser support came up, so it is directly supporting browser only. This is a vSphere client. So how to connect each and every server using this client remotely only. Remotely, like you are connecting your Linux with the putty remotely like that. So I have to tell my server name, IP address, username and password, then login. I can log in, but it works up to vSphere 5.5 only. 5 and 5.5 we can use it. So if you cross 5.5 means 6 and 6.57, you have to use web client. Okay, so this is the desktop client application. Now we are getting a web browser part. Okay, okay. So this is a one vSphere. This is one vSphere. What I am trying to install is so one vSphere. Like that, there is a so many vSphere thing are there. There are so many vSphere we can able to create it. Okay, each one is a separate server. Each one is separate servers only. Okay, each one like this is one, there is another one, and there is another one. like that. Ah, okay, so where are we? Just I will finish this one. Compulsory UEF5 because virtualization we need. This is a Proxmox. Install it directly. So open source. I didn't download the latest one. We can download it this latest one also if you want to download. The only thing is only names are different. There are so many things like a Proxmox backup server also came. Backup server, virtual environment, mail gateway. Okay, so virtualization. You can download the latest one also. So this is 6.3 ISO. New one. VE 6.3 ISO. This one, like that. So it's a very small size also. If you want try, you can try. VE should be name is VE. Okay, virtualization environment. Try, but never download. It's better to download this one. Yeah, this is January 2021. Let's try put that. User agreement. I agree. Okay, next. Options also there. Okay. So Linux base created. Country Kolkata automatically detected. Close. as G drive download. This will be there always. Admin at the rate 123. Admin at the rate 123. I don't have any mail ID. Go to next. I put an example invalid.com, and then you can give any broadcast mails also. Okay, it got IP address already. Good. Remember 2.182, 2.182, 2.182. That's it. I think so. This is not at all moving. We'll see this one later. So that is how we can install our Proximax. Okay. Okay. So here I am trying to say is this is an individual host which contains a vSphere. We can connect individually. Like think you have a 4 Linux machines. You have to connect individually, right? So one by one you have to take one putty, connect it. One putty, connect to another server. Take another putty, connect to another server. So like that you have to connect it. Okay. You cannot everything with one interface. So you have to connect individually. So using a vCenter, what we can able to do it? Uh, vCenter is connected to all other servers. Using a vCenter, we can connect all the vSpheres using vCenter. So then we can see how we can able to access it. How we can able to just I diverted. Using vCenter, you can see the servers. We can connect it to the vSpheres using vCenter. We can connect it to the vCenter using v. So that's a statement. Using vCenter, we can connect it to vSphere. Okay, if you have 1 2 3 4, like we can able to connect using vCenter application. So you through vCenter application, we can connect vCenter and we can access the vSphere, and we can access the vSphere. You can create a virtual machines in the vSphere host. So through vCenter only. So it's through vCenter only. Okay. So that is a central. To provide a central things, we use a vCenter, and also to configure high availability between vCenters. To configure high availability between the vCenters, between the vSpheres. Okay, we'll create a high availability environment between the host using vCenter. Using vCenter, we can create it. Okay, so how we are creating, how it is possible. If you have any doubts, I will show you one thing. Okay, vCenter, vCenter. No, they're not appliance. It is vCenter connected to vSphere. I need a video. I missed one point. This is actually here it is. Here it is. This is I think so.
In this video, we will look at adding
This is old
ESX
one,
hosts into the
5.0
vCenter
type.
server inventory using the vSphere client. First, ensure you're connected to your vCenter server
using the vSphere client,
She is
and
connected to
then you're
vCenter.
reviewing the host and cluster screen, which can be found by clicking on Home, Host and Clusters under the Inventory heading.
Can you see this add a host?
In the vCenter Server inventory list, right-click on either a configured data center or a cluster and select Add Host. Provide the IP address or the host name for the desired ESX host that you wish to add, and also provide the administrative user credentials for that server, and click Next. The host summary screen provides a summary of details for the ESX server you are trying to add. If you are happy to proceed, just click Next. In the Assign License screen, you can choose to assign a specific license from the license pool within your vCenter server to the ESX host you are trying to add. For the purpose of this demonstration, I will keep the evaluation license. Click Next to proceed. In the Lockdown Mode screen, you can choose to enable.
Okay, so like that you can able to add it. So I'm going last to showing it is added, and also it is showing create a new virtual machine. So just try one by one. This it is not at all important, but so fun in learning. So 95% completed. Yeah, something like enter the report. So if I wait earlier, so I will get this machine. Okay, this is a Proximax is going on. Now it's a 4 GB. This is a 2 GB. Now double extra. Where am I? Okay. So using vCenter, we can create a high availability between host. Like if this is a down, no problem. It will give you service like that. We can able to provide. And using vCenter, we can manage these things. Just for understanding, important is understand, and if possible, just go through it. So I put a high availability. So it will manage the host, means vSphere host. We can connect to the host. We can connect to the storages. We can connect it to the host, and also we can able to create a high availability and we can manage the network. So what as the NICs are there, which NICs belongs to which kind of service wise NICs we can able to do it. So everything, instead of managing each host by connecting individually, we can manage it from vCenter only. Understand? Instead of managing vSpheres individually by connecting individually, we can manage the vSphere host using vCenter. So this is one step. So first step is take a server, install a vSphere. This is the first step, and connect to the host and create a virtual machine. Second step, if you have a multiple host, difficult to connect each and everything. I got downloaded. It's difficult to connect each individual one, and to create a high availability between the host, okay, or connecting and managing SAN for each individual host is a little bit difficult. So better, so we have to go to vCenter. Using vCenter, we should connect each individual host. We can connect each individual host. Okay, we can connect each individual host. Okay, so that's the second step. You have to connect individual host to vCenter and create a high availability. If you can manage the SAN storages, iSCSI or LUNs, whatever the name. So storage management, you will get it. You can connect the host. You can manage the host. You can create a high availability. Again, I'm telling. So like a retarded person. You can create a virtual machine in wherever you want it. Okay, like this. It's a central view. Okay, next. But here in the problem is up to here is like a infrastructure, virtualization is the main concept of cloud computing. Virtualization is the main concept of cloud computing. Understand? So this is the main part. Okay, one part. So what is the second part? It is done. We created a virtual machine, and now we know how to manage these all virtual machine with a single point. If in case, if you have a repeated of these things are there, I have a more vCenters are there. So to connect all vCenters into one single entity, then we use a vcloud directory, because I'm not giving guarantee that this is there or not, because OpenStack nowadays VMware itself tell you use the OpenStack. Either you use the OpenStack or maybe use the vcloud directory. V Horizon is also came up. So for we cloud purpose, we have a vcloud directory or director. This is also nothing but a application installed in a PC. It is also an application. What is a vcloud director will do? It connects vCenter. It connects vCenter, and we can able to get interact with using a web browser. Like so, to make this entire infrastructure into the cloud platform. So like connect from anywhere. Very simple. I will tell about the cloud thing. Of course, you can directly open cloud kind of stuff. But understand, if I want to create a Gmail account, if I want to create a Gmail account, so this is a Gmail mail. Okay, this is a Gmail. But if I going to add another account, or maybe I am going to create a mail account, am I have to go to Gmail office? I'm going to email office or Google office. How to search where is the Google office? You know, in a one day, almost at least in a one single city anyway, 1,000 accounts are created. Think about in the world. Okay, and think about in the world how many Gmail accounts are creating every day. So if everybody is going to Gmail office, difficult, right? So we are creating our account in our system, and it is got verified, and we can able to access the mail. Same thing in a cloud. So there is a two clouds. One is a private cloud and public cloud. If I want to put all my infrastructure, if I want to put all this infrastructure only for my organization, it means the user having a user ID and password. You log into my vCloud directory, access, create a virtual machine as per his requirement. So that is private cloud. In case I have a huge infrastructure, so then I can give it to the public people, like a individual person to organizational level, means enterprise level also I can give the infrastructure. So what they will do, they will create their own account and they log into us, and they can able to access it. Just for example, AWS is one of the things. See, I'm open a AWS free tier. You can create an account. You can create an account. Okay, so create an account, or if you are can able to log in with your already existing Amazon account. Amazon.com is in a Amazon account. You can log in with Amazon account, and you can learn freely. There is a certain services always free, 12 months free. See, this is a EC2, Amazon EC2. It's a free tier, 12 months free now. 12 months you can use it. This is a storage 5 GB, 750 hours, 12 months free RDS. Okay, Dynamo DB, like that. Lambda. This is we have to discuss actually. Okay, so you can create your own account. So like a my account manager console, like that. You can create your own account. Okay, then once you are create an account, then you can able to log in. So on yourself. Azure. What is Azure? Azure also public cloud. You can log into your public cloud, means you can log into the Azure, like you can create your own account and check it, what infrastructure is required, access the infrastructure or access the required things and use it. So this is what I'm saying it is. Okay, so that is what cloud service means. So you don't need to know worry about what is the inside of it. Only thing is, as a user, just create an account, show your authentication and show your details like mobile number, debit card, credit card for verification, access whatever the required infrastructure and pay as you go. So that is a cloud services. Different organizations, for example, VMware use different technologies like vSphere as for a hypervisor, vCenter, the name is like a vCenter, which connects different hypervisor into one single central location. Okay, so things like vCloud Directory provide a cloud interface. OpenStack is the best one actually, the funniest one. So, OpenStack. Okay, you can learn OpenStack from anywhere. So these up I didn't done practically because vCloud directory I can't able to download, so I didn't done practically this one. I done practically this one. This one also I done on my own. I created a virtual SAN and I created a LANs and I applied a LANs on the here for central storage. Okay, and I know OpenStack. I use the two versions of OpenStack installation. Currently, the DVDs are not there. It is there, but it is difficult to open and all these things. I have old versions only. The new version don't have a complete setup. Like Red Hat is, I have a Red Hat setup. Directly you can download OpenStack and setup, but it won't work. Okay, so only you can learn Horizon. That's it. Okay, I work on this one, and I worked on SCVMM. So what is SCVMM? This one in a Microsoft way. This is a VMware way. In Microsoft way, SCVMM, and also I install and work with the SCAC app controller also. Okay, up to here, private cloud we done actually. I have to learn Azure. I didn't learn. I'm a lazy person. Okay, so this is about this one. So don't worry about this one. If you understand, then good. If you don't understand, no problem. Remember the names at least. Remember the names. Remember, remember only the concept of what I am trying to tell you. Cloud does not mean something is there. We don't know. We will use it, or maybe we'll learn it. Don't think like that. Backend is a virtualized infrastructure is there. Cloud means they are having a infrastructure virtualized, already virtualization is done that infrastructure. We are accessing their infrastructure using internet. Understand? We are accessing their internet using internet. So that is a cloud. That is a cloud. If you access infrastructure, that is infrastructure as a service. So where is this? The last point, guys. Otherwise, I will miss it because I'm missing all these points here. First, I will put again, guys. Don't miss this part. Middle one is okay, but infrastructure as a service. Okay, it means you are accessing a infrastructure. So different organizations providing like a Microsoft platform is like a virtual machines is providing virtual machines, right? So it is you can create a compute services like a you can create a virtual machines using Azure is a one of the public platform. AWS same virtual machines we are getting. Okay, AWS also providing some. Google is also providing. Google, what is a Google cloud service? GCP, I think so. Google Cloud Platform. So you can use the Google Cloud also. AWS also providing. AWS Compute is EC2, Elastic Cloud 2. That is a virtual machine creation infrastructure machine. Okay. Azure, I didn't remember what is it is. So their name is Compute only. That's another part name is something. Virtual machines. Okay, digital version, rack space. So many are providing. Platform as a service from Microsoft. Example is SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server. Oracle. Oracle 12C, or now we are using 18C. Cloud. Cloud. So you can create a database and access a database. You need to install those applications. Software as a service. Microsoft Office 365. You must tell the example, some example for understanding. Okay. You want to see in the interface public cloud only it is there. Okay, free tier is there. No, see RDS, Amazon RDS. It means you can create a database server here. See, yeah, SQL server, My MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB. One more is there. That is one more is there. Okay, this is a DynamoDB. What is DynamoDB? NoSQL database. Okay, so this is considered as a platform as a service. These two are platform as a service. These two are infrastructure as a service. Linux virtual machines, Windows virtual machines, managed disk, infrastructure as a service. SQL database, platform as a service. Cosmos DB, NoSQL, platform as a service. Okay. What is software as a service? I am using Office. I will open this one. This is an Excel sheet, right? So this is an Excel sheet I'm trying to open. So this is an Excel sheet. I'm going to the file. Um, Account. I'm going account. So we'll see what kind of mission. What is it? Office 365 apps for business. I'm running this Office 365 in my PC as an application. Okay, as an application, and also same account I will use and access the virtual in a, yeah, it is I open, right. I access Office in my web browser also. Okay, so I can access my Office using a web browser through internet. So what it is? Software as a service. Okay, software as a service. Google Docs is another example. Means application is we can access through internet, and as well as we can offline online possibilities there in Office 365. So today and tomorrow bank strike. Okay, office.com. So I'm going to office.com. Okay, so it is open my office. Something. Okay, so there is a document is there here. So I will open a document. It's like Java developer solutions attendance HCL call. Yeah, this is okay. In my browser. In my browser, I open my document. So this is a document. See, I open a document in my browser using my company account, Office 365 account. This is a Office 365 account. Office 365, Outlook, Word, Excel, okay, SharePoint, Booking, Yammer, Dynamic 365, Forms. So I can use Office tools in the browser. So I need to install in my physical machine. If you the username and passwords, the username and password is important. I can access from anywhere. I can access from mobile phone, tablet, desktop, laptop, or any from anywhere. I can able to access my office tools. Office tools like documents, PPTs, Excel kind of stuff in a offline, online. So mainly online I can able to access my tools. Okay, like a same Google Docs also. Anywhere you can access your Google Doc. You need an internet connection, and there some must be interface, either a mobile phone or a laptop or a desktop or something, right? So that is a platform as a service. And there is a who is maintaining, who is not maintaining this one. Okay, like that I will share one. I will have a picture. So by picture you will understand that one. So I will search and share the pictures also. You will understand. Okay. So I want something which is completed or not. Guys, remember this. I try to copy, but it is very good. 8006. Okay, no problem. Yeah, my whisper is up. That is 180. These many days we didn't understand. Okay. And this is the interface. Understand? Guys, can you see this interface? This is the interface only. So I will go to the interface. So first is this heading, and download tools to manage the host from. This showing here. Okay, can you see this one? This is the IP address to access this vSphere. That's it. And F12 to shut down or restart. There is no shutdown restart button is also not there. And F2 to customize and system logs. Customize system like you want to customize it. This is the customization. Login name is root, password is admin@123. This is a VMware vSphere, single host. Okay. Actually, I run two hosts in a same machine. Configure password, configure management network, restart, test, like this. So many options are there. This is it. So more than this one, nothing is there. Escape to log out. That's it. Okay. Understand? This PC does not contain anything. Anything you want to do it, you have to do it with the browser only. Okay, 192, 160, 2.180. Okay, advance, continue. So this is host. So can you see? Yes, XI. This is 6.5. Uh, username is root. Username is root, and password is admin@123. Login. Something unexpected handling. Something is came up. I don't know. Oh, I don't want to join anything. Click OK. Client may continue working, but this point we recommend to refresh your browser, submit bug report, reload. We'll see again column. Now two unexpected details. Uh, Angular JS something it is showing close. But actually it will works. Yeah, it works in IE guarantee. This is also same thing, right? Same kind of stuff. Internet Explorer. What happened to this 192 colon 8006? This is Proximox. 182 is a Proximox. 8006, right? That is a port reboot. IE, IE, IE. It is Microsoft thing is like there are pure heart fillers, but big rod fillers. It is. They won't work. They don't listen to us. Not even a smooth people. See, it is how much time it will take to load. Okay, close this one. Waste. Waste. Finally, my VMware came. So in IE it is working. Okay, so this is a local host. This is a get vCenter. It is asking. Just it's a single host only. It's a single host. I didn't change the name. This is management. Okay, licensing, packaging, and how many users can able to work like that. Hardware, monitor, slow systems. Okay, we can see the resource monitoring. Okay, this is a virtual machines. How many machines are running? If you want to create a machine, then just create new virtual machine. Create a new virtual machine or deploy a virtual machine from OVF or OVA. Register existing virtual machine means already virtual machine is there but not working now. you can take it like that. So I'm creating new virtual machine. Okay, machine name, compatibility. So you can which compatibility next? What type of OS? Like you want to Windows, Linux, like that. For example, Linux. CentOS 7 is there. Yes, CentOS 7. I put a mm, so Linux. I put a Linux. I put a virtual Linux. VLinux one. Next, where you want to store? I don't have any extra SAN kind of storage, so by default storage. So I'm creating a virtual machine in virtual machine actually. So how much memory you want it? I don't want this much of memory. Yeah, this is memory, right? So memory, I don't want this one. So in GBs, I want um, RAM, right? So I want in MBs only. Then 512. You want anything reservation? Nothing. None. None. Hard disk. 16 GB is enough. I will put it 20 GB. VM para virtualize something. Which type of hard disk you want it? Logic says USB controller required. Network adapter is required. Like it is showing this. DVD. So data store ISO file. Now it is asking about image. Create image. Sorry, cancel. Data store. Create directory. Mm, OS data. Create a directory. I created a OS directory data. Open it. Upload. Oh, this is 1 GB data. CentOS minimal. It's uploading here. You can see it's uploading. I'll show you how to create a virtual machines. This is a Proxmox. I use a browser to open. So you can go to clustering it. If you want to create a cluster, you can create it. Proxmox is a much easier and to understand also. But my point is understand terms. For example, VMware having a vCenter. Now I want to use Proxmox. Then what is there? So how to create a two system combine and make it as a cluster. So simple. This is a create a cluster and join the cluster only. It is louder. Understand? So you have to download a new one, and that's it is showing it as subscription thing. Nothing is there. It's a open source. Okay. So you can like a storage is required. Free NAS. Free NAS. I have a one image. Like if you want, you can see that one. Okay. Free NAS. Free SAN. Free NAS. Free SAN. Open file. So many images are there. So many type of operating systems are there. Like virtual appliances are there. Uh, Small images only, that is. Connectify, defreeze. This is defreeze. This is open file, filer filer asa something is there like this. Okay, so it will we can create a lens, logical unit numbers, and we can assign it. This is also a virtual machine. This is also a virtual machine. This is also a virtual machine operating system. Images. If you want to create a tiny virtual machine, then you can also create this using this one. Okay. So if you go through all these things, you can understand. Like you can see, create a VM, OS, what OS you want to create, Linux like this, system, hard disk, same thing. Terminologies are same, just environment may change. Environment change. If working on a virtualization, it is up to updated and not completed. Okay, so whatsoever it is, the environment names may change, but terminology and technology not changes. The terminology and the technology not changes. Okay, in Microsoft different name, Proximox different name, VMware different name. The concept, whole concept of virtualization and cloud computing is always same. Okay, guys. So this is a more and more on your head, and this is video is lot of clumsiness is there in that one. Whatever it is, so I want to tell a simple point. It is what is a cloud computing, how it is differ, what are the advantages of using cloud computing. Okay, next, what are the services of cloud computing, compare with the traditional data center to cloud computing, different services of the cloud computing, examples of the company Microsoft, Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, Google Cloud Platform, Google Documents, MS Office 365. Okay, platform as a services. So you give the example with that one, what it is, and example. Next, public cloud, who are providing public cloud, who are providing private cloud, what do you mean by hybrid cloud. So that's it. Cloud computing is common questions only there, pretty straightforward questions, so you need to worry about all much of these things. But I try to show you how it is there, so then you can understand little bit more. Okay, so then you can easily work on it. But main point I covered that one is what is infrastructure. I covered mainly important in the morning yesterday and today morning, and today afternoon also. I try to cover today mainly what is a data center, that means what is infrastructure, and what is the monitoring of infrastructure, what is a client thing. So this is the points that I covered. So tomorrow what we will do, uh, you study this cloud thing, and I will show you some pictures. I will explain very shortly. I will explain normally, then I will explain very shortly all these thing questions in regarding cloud computing. So then we'll see ITL. Okay, then we will see ITL. And day after tomorrow, I will ask all ITL questions. Just I need half an hour. You should tell answer. That's it. I will tell how to tell answer. You should tell answer to me directly. So make me a little bit confidence on it. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, 2 days is there. Okay. It will take time, guys. This is uploading, downloading. Anyway, I will cancel that one. If possible, I will show you later. Okay. If anybody's got more interested, whenever you have a free time, just ask me. I will show you all these things. Okay. Just I need another desktop. I have to invest another 40,000. Okay. So bye bye for today. Is more happen.